Yes, sir! It finally happened, guys. The auction house has flooded with 100 overall players, and some of them are literally ending at 127,000 MT, 182,000 MT, and like the video right now if you want to see every single player be affordable and also obtainable for every single person in the 2K community. And let me know down below in the comments a player that you are currently trying to get, because one player that I want is going to be the big boy Ben Simmons. 40 legend badges, oh my goodness. I do have over 300,000 MT on the no money spend accounts, and also we are getting new locker codes, by the way, guys. Yes, you heard me correctly. We are getting new locker codes. We're going to be covering everything that you need to know right now, because I did cover the previous stuff that 2K added, but now with the market crash and the auction house actually getting flooded with 100 overall players, this is really good, because once 100 overall players start becoming 100,000 MT and lower, that means the invincibles are going to get cheaper and cheaper, and so this is definitely really good for my team. Again, we're going to be covering everything when it comes to this, and so in the next couple hours and basically all day, 100 overall players are going to be the cheapest they have ever been. If you wanted to pick up a Porzingis, if you wanted to pick up a Shea, if you wanted to pick up a Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, you know, stuff like that. Shaq is one of the best 100 overall players. Like, there are so many, bro. Okay, I'm almost at the 4-hour mark. Look at this, bro. I'm telling you, because the packs just dropped, right? It's like right now 2K, you know, they just added it, so people, yeah. See, people are flooding the market. There are so many. So right now, if you might see a couple ending for more MT than they should, but in the next couple hours, they're going to get even cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And don't worry, I'm going to show you guys some good cards to pick up and stuff like that, so I got you covered with everything. But just to show you how many 100 overall players, I'm literally still scrolling, brother. Oh my goodness, there we go. We're finally, yeah, okay, so we're at the 4-hour mark. So Ben Simmons, Larry Bird, these cards are all going to be the cheapest they have been all year, because, you know, before this, they were going for a lot. And now, yeah, people are pulling Yao Ming, Shaq. Yeah, look at this. All these are up at 4 hours. So these are some of the most recent ones. We finally got to it. Okay, so it's flooded. And again, the reason it's flooded is because of the super packs, guaranteed 100 overall or higher. So you have a chance at an invincible, but you know it's going to be a 100 overall player unless you get lucky, of course. And so they got all the 100 overall players up in here. These are the ones that are definitely going to crash the most. You know, so like Steve Nash is already cheap. Obviously, he's gonna, I wouldn't be surprised if he's 100K, you know, sooner than later. You know, SGA, obviously a great 100 overall. Yao Ming, a good 100 overall. T-Mac, like all of these are great. I mean, they're 199 everything, right? You know, you got Isaac, one of the cheaper ones. Penny Hardaway. You got Luka Doncic. Shaq is one of the best ones. Porzingis is great. You got, you know, my boy Weber. Larry Bird, really good 100 overall. Michael Jordan, one of the best ones. Ben Simmons, clearly one of the best ones. And so it's getting crazy with the market, right? I want to show you guys some good players to pick up, including Dark Matters too. Like, don't think that you have to just buy the 100 overall players. Like, 100 overall cards are definitely dropping in value. I might pick up this Josh Smith. Is he going to be, wait, 100K? Oh, I might pick him up now. Ooh, I'm kind of tempted. I'm kind of tempted to pick him up. Oh my goodness, dude. The market right now is wild. Like, some good Dark Matters that you want to pick up are like Rick Barry, you know, Thompson up in here. Dikembe, still a really good card. I think I'm going to pick up Tim Thomas, though, for my no money spend accounts. In the previous episode, you guys were letting me know that, you know, I should look into Tim Thomas, which I had already thought about doing that. And with this market crash, he's not 100K at the moment. If he would have been, I think I would have, you know, snatched him up real quick. He might as well be, though. No one's bidding on these cards, and they have, some of these have extra legend badges. Ooh, I might pick some up for the extra legend badges up in here. So I'm going to show you guys some really good players to pick up, but I did mention also we are getting new locker codes, right? And so let me cover that really quickly, because I know people are going to go crazy and be like, where's the locker codes? Where's the locker codes? Guys, don't blame me, okay? 2K does locker codes differently this year. I'm just giving you the, you know, everything you need to know. And bang, look at this. We are getting new locker codes for the NBA Finals. Now, you know what happened last time, right? I told you guys a locker code was coming, and all of you were like, oh, it's going to be a deluxe pack, it's going to be trash. And then what happened? We got a free 100 overall player. So is it going to happen again? I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. And you guys got to tell me what you want this locker code to be, because I'm really, really hoping that it's going to be a free 100 overall option pack. I think that would go a long way. That would be a big fat W. I know some of you guys want this to be a free invincible locker code, and listen, it's eventually going to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen for this locker code. So don't expect like a free invincible locker code just yet. I think in the next month we definitely should be seeing one, but at the moment with this locker code, it is going to be an exclusive one. Again, 2K does locker codes differently. differently this year. Before, it used to just be like they would tweet it out and that's it. But now you got to watch games, you got to watch streams, you got to go to different websites. You guys know I got you covered with everything, but I do want to give you a heads up right now because it is going to be for game number 1 between the Pacers and the Thunder, okay? So keep that in mind. This is going to be an exclusive locker code. If it does last for more than a few minutes, I will be making a video, but if it doesn't, make sure that you're watching the game. You should be watching it anyway because this is going to be a really good series. And so when it comes to the new locker codes, it is going to be for the NBA Finals, okay? Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time on ABC, okay? Right there, that's going to be the new locker codes, which if it is a free 100 overall, which I think is kind of obvious unless 2K goes backwards, which 2K, you better not go backwards, man. I swear, if they give us like a 99, bro, I'm going to lose my mind. Let's not even speak that into existence. Even though there's still some really good dark matters that you want to pick up during the market crash. And again, back to the market crash we go. So when it comes to players, obviously, like Ben Simmons, he's still going to be pricey, even though honestly, under $3 million for 40, I don't have time to go on the main account and buy him. Oh, I'm going to miss out on him. No, 40 legend badges. It's okay. So if there's any 100 overall player you want to pick up, you definitely could, right? Even though keep in mind that 2K is going to continue dropping the value of cards. Now, if you want to look at some dark matters, I'm going to tell you right now, like the Kembe is a really good card, guys. If you're still looking for that center, look at that. 11 legend badges. 500k. Obviously, this is like in the middle. You know, I'm not saying pick up players that are worth millions of MT, but Dikembe, really good price for him. You know, I showed you guys Tim Thomas. You know, also, of course, my boy, you know, Josh Smith, he's got in cheaper because of his 100 overall card. You know, Rick Barry still good, Thompson, etc. So dark matters right now. If you were looking to pick some up, you definitely could. You know, like the Franz player, Franz up in here. Hopefully, I'm saying his name correctly. He's really good as well. If you wanted to pick up a Brandon Miller, he's also a good dark matter. So dark matters are also the cheapest they have ever been. You know, for example, Vladimir, you want to get him too. He's a really good. I might pick him up actually over Tim Thomas and you know, yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. He's gonna be more expensive. Actually, he might be the same price because this one has 10 legend badges. Always try to get some legend badges because if you do ever sell them back, you can sell them, you know, for a good amount of MT. You know, Michael Beasley is still like, this card is still top tier, bro. That card, LaMarcus Aldridge is still a really good dark matter to pick up. You know, just basically if there was any dark matter, I mean, even Hakeem is still usable as well. You know, my boy Artist Gilmore, he's one of the more recent dark matters. The good thing is a lot of the recent dark matters and, of course, you know, 100 overall players, they're just going to keep getting cheaper. That's why I'm telling you, this is good for my team because dark matter is now the cheapest one at the moment. You're looking at, yeah, 30K. Now, these aren't anything special, you know, but if you were on a budget and you wanted to pick up, you know, like a Jalen Johnson, you know, for the low, you know, like 30K, you know, by all means. But I definitely wouldn't go too crazy on, like, the 30K dark matters because there's still some really good pink diamonds. And I know you're like, pink diamonds, Carlos. Why would I pick up a pink diamond? Mainly because if you're on a budget. This is only if you're like on a super tight budget and you can't pick up dark matters. You want to pick up somebody like Dr. J. To this day, still one of the best cards in my team, bro. He still plays. If you're rocking a free agent in Park, I still see free agents in Park, bro. It triggers me. It's crazy. You know, because, like, there's been locker codes, you know, like, it's wild. Especially when they play with me. Those randoms, they pulling up with freaking free agent Michael Jordan. It drives me crazy. Go to the auction house and pick up Dr. J for 3,000 MT. I might even pick him up, bro. I'm going to see if I find one with some legend badges. So there's no reason to, like, not, like, you should be able to pick up some good cards at this point. With the market being the cheapest it's ever been. And it's going to keep crashing. So I'm not saying, like, hurry up and buy cards, but... you know, if you did want to pick up some players, you know, now's a good time to go shopping. Wemby, man, you remember when this card was millions? Yeah, now he's 50K for Wemby, bro. He still plays. You know, I would definitely get the free 100 overall that 2K added earlier, which I mentioned in the previous video. But if you ever wanted to play with the Wemby, pick him up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to pick up a Bender. Bender's also a really good card. You know, for his price, he's a 7-footer, by the way. So, if you're on a tight budget, right, there's something for everybody at this point. If you got millions, pick up those cheaper 100 overall players. If you're on a budget, pick up a Bender for 10K. A lot of people are picking him up right now, 7-footer. You might be able to get him even cheaper. So many good cards at this point. Even the Galaxy Opals are good too, man. You want to pick up a Raja for under 8,000. You know, he's a good opal. You know, you're looking at Luke Walton right here. He's definitely a really good small forward. Again, if you're more on the budget side at Danny, if you can get him for under 150K, I'm definitely picking him up. I think I might even, so tempting, so tempting. I want to snipe, though. That's like the main thing you want to do right now is really snipe, right? Especially with everything going on. But there's still some good Galaxy Opals, too. You know, if you want to pick up Ricky Davis is still a really good Galaxy Opal. You know, it basically just comes down to like what type of cards you do want to pick up. You know, maybe Bronny. Anybody still want Bronny? Probably not, but you know, I feel like Mr. Suggs is better than him, and even Jalen Suggs, he's like 5K. So Opals are already the cheapest they've ever been. Even though I'd go either Pink Diamonds if you're on a budget, or like Dark Matters if you got some extra MT to pick up like a Vladimir, like I mentioned. Yeah, he's just, and if he had extra Legend badges, I would have just bought him right there and then. Yeah, he's just, that's such a good card for 110. Yep. Yeah, you can see the market's just, yeah. GG's on that. And so right now, guys, if I were you, I would definitely try to snipe. You know, that's like the main thing. And I'm going to go open these packs on the main accounts. So get ready for more. In the meantime, check out the new stuff to get added as well as the pack opening. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.